Hello and welcome to Creativity TV. This week we are joined by the lovely Joey Burdett. Hi Joey.
Hi,
so this is your first time on Creativity TV. So welcome, and I really hope you enjoy the show today. So what are you going to be making for us?
Today I'm going to be doing some home decorations using memory wire.
Right, okay.
So I'm going to be making a napkin ring, which you could also use on a candle.
You could probably even wear this as a bracelet, couldn't you?
Well, actually it is designed to be used as a bracelet,
Oh,
actually.
right,
so,
okay.
Yeah. So the wire that I've used today is memory wire. So this is tempered wire, so it always comes back to the same shape.
Right, okay.
So you just take the end of the memory wire.
Yeah.
And take your round nose pliers and turn.
Okay.
Put your pliers back in and turn until that loop meets the beginning, and that's as simple as it is. That's the beginning of your memory wire.
Right, okay.
So that could be a bracelet, whatever you can make with that. So what I've got here is one that I did earlier. So from that, starting exactly the same there with the loop.
Right, okay, right there, okay.
Yeah. And you could loop something into that if you wanted to, or just leave it as a loop. That's just so that it doesn't scratch.
Yeah.
So if you wore it or put it up, it won't scratch anything. So it's pretty safe, really. So for the next thing, we're going to use some head pins to make a bunch in the middle, so to make a dangly sort of decoration in the middle.
Right, okay.
So if you haven't got a specific medallion, you could make your own, and this is how to do it. I need my glasses now. So we take a head pin, which is a pin with a flat bottom. That's a head pin.
Right, okay.
We put on a bead, let it go to the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then we just cut this roughly at 1 centimetre. Then we take the round nose pliers, and the same as we did on the end of the wire, grab hold at the end, turn, pull the pliers out, and turn.
Oh, okay.
So we've got a little loop.
Yeah.
So what I did was I did some of these earlier.
Okay.
So I've got 5 here that I've done here earlier.
Right.
So they're going to create the bunch in the middle.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah. So what I've done here, this is going back to the original one.
Yeah.
I've put on my tray the way that I've threaded this on. So these are all threaded ready.
Right.
So if I just pick these up in order,
yeah,
this will continue the pattern exactly the same as I did before.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to start with the ones that we looped. There's a double loop on that, doesn't matter.
Right, okay.
So we're just going to string these on, and that's the final one.
Okay.
So we just chase these to the end.
Yeah.
And then just cut this off. So again, turning this loop. This is stronger than the eye pin, so it will take a bit more turning. Right. And then that's it.
And that's it, and that's how you make your
napkin ring.
Napkin ring.
So
that to go on the candle as well.
Or you could.
Oh, it's a bracelet. Wonderful. That's stunning.
And it won't come off. It doesn't need any fastening.
No. Brilliant. That seems so easy. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Joey. So I've noticed as well, you've done some wine charms as well. So this is a really nice touch to add, isn't it?
It is, and the nice thing is that you have your own glass. Plus the fact you might have alcohol-free wine for someone, so you want to make sure they get the alcohol-free wine.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not drinking, you can avoid it like that.
Yeah.
And they can keep these, can't they? And you can keep it in your bag and then always have it on your glass, so you know that's your glass.
Yeah.
So all you need, very sophisticated, is a chubby pen.
Right, oh, okay. Well, I was going to say to you, how do you make that perfect circle?
With a chubby pen. So all we need is, this isn't memory wire this time, this is just wire. This is 0.8 wire, which we would use to make jewellery findings.
Right, okay.
So this is just a normal wire. So if you would bend this, this stays, not like the other wire we used.
Right, okay. And this is part of the Cousins range as well, isn't it? Right, okay.
This is part of the Cousins range. So again, we're doing the same techniques. A lot of the things in jewellery making are so repetitive. I always feel at the end there with my finger to make sure that that's behind the pliers.
Flush with the, right, okay.
So then we don't get a sharp piece.
Yeah.
So turn it, your arm will only go that far. Turn it. So we make a nice loop there.
Okay,
Yep.
brilliant.
So you can cut this off now, which would make life simpler. And then all you do, you need a pen that's quite chubby.
Yeah.
Put your thumb over the top and take the wire round till it meets, give it a tug.
Yep, so it's nice and tight.
And then pull that off.
Right, okay.
So there you have your loop with
That's
your
the
loop on the
science
end.
behind it.
Yeah, that's the easy bit. So then we come in and just cut this off. And then all we need to do now, oh, nearly turned it. Before we do that,
Yeah.
put whatever we want on, obviously, because if we turn the loop, we'll make right on.
Ah, so you can just add whatever you could make. You could customise that. I suppose you could also add a bit of lace in there or some craft items, couldn't you? Paper craft, like a bit of ribbon or something, couldn't you?
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
And what I have used is one of these on one of the charms. So I have, you know, if you've got some of these really, they want a big posh one.
Yes, no, yes.
That's one of the charms that I've used on one of the ones I've done.
Brilliant.
But you could just quite simply thread on some beads. And these are the crystals, which are absolutely beautiful.
These are stunning. They're so tiny, but they're so beautiful, aren't they? Look at those.
So you could just put that on.
Yeah.
And then turn your loop again at the end. So it meets. And there's your charm.
Oh, wow. And that's what you do, and then you can just pop it around your wine glass.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So you could do as much as you want. Your odd beads, perfect for this. Little charms.
So after you've made all any necklaces or bracelets, just keep hold of the things that you don't use, keep them in a little pot, and then you could make your wine glass charms, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Lovely. Thank you so much for joining us, Joey. I hope you've enjoyed it, your first time on Creativity TV. Fantastic. Don't forget, you can get the step-by-steps to make these projects, so the napkin holder and the wine glass charms, right here in the Creativity Club. I would love to know what you think and what you've been making ready for New Year's as well. So drop me an email at tv@docrafts.com. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed this show. For now, happy crafting.